morning, everyone. I apologize for this being a little bit late, but the flu is definitely not something that anyone really wants to have. So, on that note, I've given it a lot of thought about what I want to do for my oral history project, and one thing that's really become quite large in my life and taking a big chunk of my time is children with special needs. So, since I'm going to be a special education teacher, and I think it's really important that we kind of see how it is from the other side, from a parental view. So, what I want to do my oral history project on is having a special needs child, like coming to terms with it. And I think that that'll be really interesting because I personally don't believe that women or families who are either having a special needs child or adopting a special needs child, we don't really understand what emotions they're going through, especially right after they find out that they're having a child with special needs. Like, what are they thinking? What's going on in their heads? So I think it's really important that we kind of see the other side of the situation, and just see how people react to it, what their first thoughts were, if they had a really hard time with the pregnancy and coming to terms with it, or whether it was just okay, we can deal with this kind of an idea. It'd be focusing more so on coming to terms with it than actually raising a child with special needs, because I don't think a lot of individuals really understand what women or individuals who are having a child really go through when they find out that they're having a child with special needs. So I think that would be really important. Again, as I said, I'm studying to be a special education teacher, so this has become really big in my life. So I would like to know from my own benefit what it's like and how people have come to terms with it. I also think that since the rate of children with special needs, whether it be learning disabilities or autism or Down syndrome or something completely rare, I think it's really important because the rates of this are increasing rapidly throughout the years. So I think it's really, really important that we kind of understand everything, understand what it's like to be in a mother or father's footsteps when they're going through this, and what it's like to be able to kind of sit back and take it all in. And because schools now are so, their numbers are so large in children with special needs, that I think it's a growing topic of discussion. So I plan on interviewing some people who are actually really close to me in my life. No family members, although they probably should be considered that. My best friend, her younger sister has autism, so I really wanted to interview either her mother or her father, because I think that they'll give a view on having a child with autism and whether or not they knew, and whether or not they knew something was wrong, and that kind of thing. So I think that that's really important. All the people I'll be interviewing each have children with a special need, and they are anywhere from autism to something completely rare. So with that, another one of my best friends, her sister has Down syndrome, and I want to interview her mom because I think that that's really, her sister's older now, and so I think that would be pretty interesting, since the older they are, the information is so much more different than what it would be now. So I think that will be really interesting. And the last is someone who's very near and dear to my heart. Her name is Amber, and she has a 12-year-old son, Eric, with a rare degenerative brain disorder. So I want to interview her too. I really want to understand more from their perspective what it's like to have a child with special needs, what it's like to understand and to go through the whole process of having to have tests done and all of that. And I think that it's really important for people to understand the situation that they've had to deal with. And I think it's really important for us to kind of understand that whole thing. So, I mean, that's really what I'm hoping to learn, to understand, to get a better knowledge base on how people interact and cope with their new impending arrival. So, I just hope it all works out. So, let me know what you think.